Hi, welcome to another chapter of this podcast. Today, we will talk about why The Dark Knight is still the best superhero movie ever. There has been one character and one movie in particular that has been placed high over the rest. Even still today, The Dark Knight revolutionized not just the superhero genre, but also influenced a wide body of films that follow. The whole trilogy is great, but here are different reasons why The Dark Knight specifically is still the best superhero movie ever. The first reason is The Dark Knight portrayed destruction in a way that made audience feel both uncomfortable and unsafe. The carnage was not only realistic but plausible. Watching a hospital being razed to the ground with bombs is just one example of the real world tension provided by the film, and that made audience invest more attention and devotion to what was happening on screen. Also, other reason is the Dark Knight is not one typical superhero movie, nor does it play out like one. The middle act of the film shows Rachel being murdered by the Joker and with Jarvis Dent beaten. Other reason is the awesome representation of the best portrayal of the best supervillain. This entry, unlike the previous ones, can only apply to the Dark Knight. This is by no means a knock on the other two films in the trilogy, as they had strong portrayals of other iconic supervillains. In Batman's Rogues Gallery, one could argue that Joaquin Phoenix put up an even better performance in last year's Joker, but Heath Ledger's portrayal is legendary and awesome. Maybe, in my opinion, is one of the best uh, portrayals in the history. Another main reason is that this movie is directed by one of the best modern directors. While there are a number of highly critical roles behind filmmaking, there is a reason why the reveal of the director is big news. Thankfully, the Dark Knight trilogy had one of the most talented directors of modern filmmaking in Christopher Nolan. Not one of his past projects or movies that came after this trilogy has been received poorly. Nolan has an incredible track record and will most likely continue the positive trend going forward with Tenet and other. Other fact about this movie is the realistic problems. This movie have a lot of problems and crises faced by superheroes span massive levels. They aren't just problems that will be big for the average person. They're often so big that they are literally incomprehensible. These problems are placed on such gargantuan levels that they threaten planets and universe. Granted, this can still work very well if the story is told well, but The Dark Knight functions on a comparatively smaller scale. Finally, in my opinion, one of the most important aspects is that it shows imperfect heroes. The Dark Knight exposes Batman as a hero who can fail. His failure to save both Harvey and Rachel being a prime example. Commissioner Gordon and Harvey Dent are also examples of imperfect characters, making the film very real. In conclusion, another additional factor is that The Dark Knight boasts one of the best casts of Alice actors. Of course, Bale as Batman and Ledger as Joker are the most obvious, but Gary Oldman, Aaron Eckhart, Morgan Freeman, Michael Caine, and others. Their casts are so amazing. This is other fact that the movie is so amazing, so awesome. There are many more reasons, but a video will not be enough to describe everything. Thanks to listening to the podcast and see you next time. Thank you.